Hello, 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 hello. Whoop, whoop, whoop. Hello, everybody. Yay. Excellent to see you all. Hope you're having a wonderful summer. Sorry, it's been 3 weeks since I last posted. It's the summer holidays here, so we've been on vacation. First couple of weeks, we went to America, to Pennsylvania, and stayed in the middle of a forest in a log cabin away from civilization and humanity, with only a little chipmunk and deer to talk to, which was absolutely fantastic and just exactly what my soul needed. So for the 8-8 portal, I was tucked away in a forest, just surrounded by nature, which was absolutely wonderful. And then since we've got back, we weren't ready to say goodbye to the outdoors. So we've been camping. We've been sleeping out in the wilderness and pootling around Derbyshire and Staffordshire and going to see all of the beautiful sights that there are to see in the UK. So I've been keeping myself busy. For those of you that have got no clue who I am, you've never come across me before, you've stumbled upon this video because it's popped up as a suggestion, or you've typed something in and somehow it's led you to me. Um, my name is Laura Whitworth. I'm a clinical hypnotherapist and psychotherapist. I am a quantum healer. I am an internal family systems practitioner. I am a spirit releasement specialist. And I am the creator and founder of SCHH, which is a quantum hypnotherapy modality which has spirit releasement and an energetic clean and a releasement of trauma built into the front end of that process. The reason for that is obviously you need to heal your trauma so that you can vibrate higher, so that you can release the entities that you're carrying so they don't keep you in a low mental and low frequency and low vibrational state, so that you are clean and clear, a clean and clear conduit in order to be able that when we take you into quantum travel, or as some people will refer to it, past life regression, in order that we know for sure that what we're bringing forwards as your past life regression example is yours, and it's not the experience or the death event of an attached earthbound spirit. And making sure that when we bring forwards your higher self, we are connecting to higher consciousness and we're not bringing forwards and channeling your controlling demon, because many people that carry entities will have one entity that's in control. It's that entity that is in charge, that is the master. And before I actually developed the SCHH modality, when I would hypnotize people, many a time I would end up talking to that person's controlling demon, and they would try to pretend to be that person's higher self. So, just to summarize who it is that I am, what it is that I do, just for anybody that has not come across me before. So, people that have come across me before and are familiar with my work will remember when I first started out, I would video log my sessions. So instead of sharing the actual session itself, where you get to see me as the hypnotherapist, psychotherapist, and the client actually vocalizing what it is that occurs in their session, I used to video log my sessions where I would read both parts out. And the reason that I would do that is because it's more interesting, it's quicker, and I can explain the context of what's occurring as well. I get many people that will complain if I share the actual hypnotherapy sessions that they're too long, they're too boring, there's too many gaps. And so I prefer to do it in this format. I haven't shared a video log for a while. So this is going to be the first one that I've done in a while. Bear with me as I just blow my nose because my hay fever is absolutely shocking today. In the UK, it's really bad. 1 second. Just going to pop my screen up whilst I do that because I'm sure you don't want to see it. And we're back in the room. Sorry about that. But proves I am human for those people that always have something to say about everything. Right. So, a bit of context around this particular session before we begin. This session happened before I went to America. So, it was at the back end of July 2025. And this lady came to me because she was struggling to get into hypnotherapy using, let's say, normal quantum healing techniques. I'm not going to name the technique itself. And she'd had no success whatsoever in accessing the quantum space or a past life regression using other quantum healing techniques. So she came to me thinking that entities might have something to do with that. And on session number 1, I spent 3.5 hours cleaning and clearing this particular client's energetic body, removing all of the entities that were attached to the chakra system, all of the earthbound spirits, demonics. Sometimes people will have reptilians, sometimes people will have greys, sometimes people will have AI, implants. There's many, many different things that can be attached to the energetic body, which is affecting the emotional and the mental body because all of our bodies are connected. So we spent 3.5 hours cleaning and clearing all of that on session number 1, and then cleaning and clearing all of her present life trauma, past life trauma, and ancestral trauma from her chakra system, connecting her back into the planet, connecting her back up to source, and rebuilding the auric field. So at the end of session number 1, this client was completely clean and clear. That's how I work. I always clean people's energy on session number 1, unless they need psychotherapy, in which case we do psychotherapy first. Then on session number 2, which is normally a week to 2 weeks later, I do another quick check of that person's fields to make sure that they're clean and clear. And if any other entities have got back in, what that tells me is that that particular chakra is an area where that client needs to work on to strengthen. So let's say, for example, something might have got back into the client's throat. That tells me that they either need to start doing some exercises to strengthen their throat chakra because they're not speaking up, they're not saying what it is that they want to say, or conversely, they've got into an argument with somebody. They've shouted, they've got angry, and that's pulled something into their throat. So either way, whichever way it is, I can then work with the client to get them to strengthen that area and to work on their emotional state around that chakra so they won't pull anything back into that energy center again. So on session number 2, we do a quick check of the energy to make sure that it's held. If it hasn't, we remove any entities that have got in. We make any necessary adjustments so the auric field is strong and clear. And then we proceed with quantum travel. And just to remind you, this lady was pretty sure that she wouldn't be able to go under because every experience that she had had prior to working with me, she wasn't able to connect. So this is how it goes. The client says, I feel really big and heavy. I feel like a tree. I feel tree-like. It's such a weird feeling. Take your awareness up and down, the fullness of what you are. Connect to all the parts and tell me more about the tree. I feel stuck. I can't move. It's such a weird feeling. And as you connect to that feeling of being rooted in a place you cannot move from, allow yourself to take your awareness all the way down what you are, all the way down to your roots, and place your awareness there. Tell me more about it. Below, I can feel the water. I like the water. I feel young, childlike. But I don't know if it's because I don't know enough. So I feel childlike, but I know I have so much to learn. So straight away, just to mention there, this is a lady that could not connect at all in previous quantum sessions. And she's gone in so connected in this second session that she's somnambulistic. So she is the tree. And so that's something really important to note, that using SCHH, it gives you a different level of connection within your session. So I then proceed and say, and as you connect to that feeling that you feel quite young, that you have a lot to learn, you've taken your awareness down to your roots and you feel the water there and you like that. Take your awareness higher up now to the rest of your form as this tree. There's something wrong with the top of me. There's something blocking my ability to go up all the way. I can't see the top, or I can't get to the top. I don't know if I'm truncated or what it is, but I feel frustrated by it. As you take your awareness to that place in the body of the tree where it feels that you cannot go higher, what do you sense around that area? I need patience. I sense some damage. Tell me more about that. I can't tell if it's disease or if it's something else. Let me connect. There's disease in the forest, but it's high up in the air. That's why I don't like being up there. I like being down here in the roots where it's fresh and clean. So you can sense that there is disease in the forest and that this disease is in the air. So you take your energy down to the roots. Yes, it feels like a detraction at the top, as it's not safe or healthy to be up there. Underground is safe and cleaner. The deeper I go, the cleaner it is. There's a lot of life on the roots that are helpful too. The disease that's made its way into the forest that's in the air. Do you get a sense of how it came to be there in the air, in the forest? It feels hot. It's like it's being burned from the top. I think that's why the cooling of the water below feels so good, because the top is so hot. It's like the sun is burning me. Can you remember a time as this tree when the sun didn't feel as hot, when it didn't burn? I feel frustration with it all. It's hard to access that. I can't seem to access before. There is just now. And that's interesting. That's another little sign, for anybody that's watching this video who is a hypnotherapist. That's a beautiful sign that the client is fully connected into the consciousness of that tree, because she's connected to a higher vibration. She's connected to the now. So linear time, it doesn't really exist for this tree. All the tree can access is now. As the tree, you don't place any of your energy high up anymore, as it doesn't feel good. You keep your energy down by the roots, as that is where it feels better. What will happen over time If you keep your energy down by your roots and not at the top of the tree, what will happen to you? It's what's sustaining me, I guess. The more I access below, the stronger and more stable I am. And I can survive this. And as you access further below, do you also access and draw energy from the earth? Underneath the earth is full of life and health, even though what feels like at the top is sick. Those around me that aren't accessing below aren't doing well. The ones that are trying to stay with their energy at the top aren't doing as well right now. Why do you feel that is? These ones are so concerned with their energy at the top parts of themselves that they have ended up very sick or dying. But by bringing the focus downwards, you can weather the storm. The changes in the sun that have caused the sun to burn you. What do the trees know about this? It is a part of evolution, the way it's supposed to be. The changes in the sun. But we feel that there is a spaceship up there, or something technological up there near the sun, that is causing this to be worse. We don't understand it. Now, at this point, in real life, I'm having a conversation with a tree that's connected to the tree network. And so I informed this tree about the sun simulator. This is how it goes. There is an artificial sun. They've placed it in the atmosphere to stop us from witnessing the changes that are occurring with the real sun. But the artificial sun is too fierce, too bright, and it burns. As you hear this information, as this tree, does that resonate for you? And how do you feel about it? There's a bit of a pause here as she's connecting as the tree to the other trees and to the plant network. And then she comes back and says, the plants are very angry about it. Tell me how the plants feel. The bigger ones are the most angry as they don't have as deep a roots as the trees. They spend all time trying to build up the tops. It's not their right. It's not their right to do this, to burn. It's very mechanical up above. Very mechanical up above now. When I connect, that is the sound that I hear. It's like metal turning. We can hear metal turning. We hear mechanical interference up above. What do you feel will happen to the trees and plants if they keep this mechanical sun up above? So many will die. But those that have the deeper roots can sustain themselves, even with just a little bit. Those that connect down into the earth will be protected. Now, as this conversation is occurring, I'm considering my experience of trying to grow vegetables. I grow vegetables every year, and this year's been a particularly difficult year. Everything that I have grown that's in a pot, that is not connected to the earth has done really bad. It's died really quickly. The fruiting plants have bolted before they've had chance to fruit correctly. Some of the more delicate plants, like peas, have just died. And what I find curious is it's almost like they are either being burnt or they're not getting enough of the right quality light. So the light up there in the sky is bright, but what spectrum is it? Plants need a variety of the different colours that come from the sun. The sun gives us all of the colours, red up to indigo, up to violet, sorry. So this LED sun that's in front of the real sun, it's not giving us the bandwidth, the frequency that we need. And the plants are clearly showing that in how they're growing. Funnily enough, though, the vegetables that I've been growing that are root crops or the part that you eat of the plant grows under the surface of the planet, they've done really well this year. And I think it's indicative that the energy, Gaia has pulled her energy down, further down into her body because the surface is becoming too toxic for her to be there. And that means the plants are dying. Many of us have seen trees in our yards just randomly dying, and nobody can understand why. And it's because there is a sickness, as this tree has just said. There's toxins in the air from what they're spraying. They're trying to block out the light codes coming from the real sun. They're also trying to block out our view of the second sun coming back with all of the planets that circle the second sun. And so we've got all of the chemicals in the air that's refracting the good light codes. And then we've got this LED lamp that's in the air that's burning everybody. Many people that have always lived in hot countries that can tolerate the sun have commented that this year the sun is burning their skin and they can't understand why this is occurring. It's too fierce. And it's fierce because it's not the real sun. It's a technological interface that tracks the sun. There's one in every country, so there's multiple. There's not just one sun simulator, there's multiple. And the trees themselves, the plants themselves are being really badly affected by the ferocity of that technological sun. The only crops of mine that have done really well this year have been potatoes and courgettes and rhubarb, all of which are vegetables that are grown on or under the ground. So I'm not going to even bother trying to grow anything in pots next year. That's if we get to next year, due to the experience that I've had this year. It's just pointless. So to actually hear from this tree the reason why my vegetables have done rubbish this year was absolutely fascinating. Now, at this point in the session, when the tree begins to reference the earth, the tree starts to connect with the energy of the earth. And as the tree or the client who is the tree connects to the energy of earth, this client then connects to an even higher and stronger vibration of consciousness now. and she starts to channel Earth itself. So she continues, the Earth is angry too. It's not their right. This is her body. Oh, there's a sadness. So she connects into Mother Gaia. At first, she feels Gaia's anger, and then she feels this deep sadness underneath. And the client actually begins to cry at this point as she connects to that energy. Tell me how she feels. She is sad and angry. It's that mother protector energy, which you do if somebody harms your children, and all of her plants and trees are her children. If somebody harms your children, you get very angry and very sad. She feels the same. What can Mother Earth do about this? How can she change it? There's something about the water. I see water shooting up in the sky. I don't understand it. It's like old faithful geysers of water trying to cool things so that there's not as much damage. She does not want to accept this. It is not their right. It is not fair that they have power to do this damage. The answer is the water. So Mother Earth will use that water to bring everything back into balance. It cools, it cleans, it restores, it balances. They cannot touch under the surface. They cannot touch that water. They don't have control of that water. That water has power that they do not have. And it's a higher power. So Mother Earth can use this water from underneath the surface to cleanse her body. How is it that these ones who have the power, who have placed the technology in the skies, how is it that they were able to do this? They use the lower emotions to feed it. Feel a connection with nuclear power and weapons. It is that energy that feeds it. Nuclear energy feeds it. I don't understand. I'm just a tree. As this tree that is connected into Mother Earth, as a clear conduit connected down to her, can Mother Earth tell us, is that why so many humans are becoming ill? Because of this artificial light that is up in the sky. As it is affecting the plants, it is also affecting us, the humans. It's also blocking, it's burning the top of the heads of humans, keeping people disconnected by burning the top of their heads. But also they're trying to poison the water, the surface water, as the water is the power. The water has the power to heal. So they're trying to poison the water, as the water has the power to heal everyone. And now the client begins to cry quite heavily. There is such a sadness when I connect down into Mother Earth. Tell me more about how they are poisoning that surface water. There's a lot of things happening under the surface trying to clean it, but it's a battle. It's like a battle trying to keep it cleaner so it does not infiltrate under the surface. As right now they do not have the power under the surface. If they do gain power under the surface, Mother Earth will die. They're trying to find new ways to poison the surface and infiltrate it. The lava cleanses it too, the fires under the earth. What if she releases the lavas onto the surface? Will that cleanse the water? Yes, but it's a balance, as you cannot burn the water. You need the water. It's a very delicate balance. If you burn too much water with the fires on the surface, then the water is more susceptible in the air to poison. There's got to be a certain percentage of underground water versus the water that could evaporate from the fires with the lava burning them. Mother Earth is concerned with the right ratios. She feels that she needs some help. She feels alone in the decision. What does Mother Earth need from us as we have this connection today with the tree and down into Mother Earth? What can she tell us that we can do on the surface that will help her? Clean the water. Clean the water. The key is in the water, because the water, if it is clean, can clean the air. The water can cool the earth. But the water needs the light of source. It's like a diamond. We have to pull down this light. This light cleans the water. We can do this. We can do this. But it has to be through a clean heart, like a gift, like a precious gift. All of the humans on the planet who also feel the same as Earth, that also want Earth to be supported and have clean water, we can connect with source light and bring it down through our hearts, down into the earth, and it will help her. Mother Earth has a side of hopelessness, of worry that she can't do it. So when people feel that too, it grows in her. She needs people to feel hope, to help her feel the hope. She feels so much sadness. If we connect to her, whilst connecting to source, and bring this light down through us, down into her, and send her so much love, will this give her the strength that she needs? It's a special light. It's a special connection. You have to go around the other light. You have to go around the light that's seen. It's the light that's unseen. You have to go around it. You can't go through it. It's not how you think light comes in. We always think that light comes in above from the sun, but that's not where the light comes in. That's not where the light comes in. The light comes in from inside. It's in the chest. So we access the light of source through the chest. It's like a portal. It's like a button, a switch, or something that has to be turned on, activated, called upon, intended, or initiated. I cannot find the right word. The light is not outside, it's inside. If we can connect to that light within us and bring it down into her, will that help her? The light is so strong and powerful and healing, and if we send it into her, she will have the power. The healing will be incredible. There is a blanket that tries to stifle this information and block the light inside. Do you get a sense of what this blanket is? It's an energy that does not want Mother Earth to rise. It feels like her opposite, her nemesis. This opposite, this nemesis of hers, why doesn't it want her to rise? The light goes out so far. I can see her shining so far and so bright. It affects so much. She is so powerful. It shifts so much in the universe. Her light can go so far. It bends everything. It shifts the balance of light in the universe. She can shift the power of the balance of light in the universe. It's too important that they stop it. It feels so strong. So at that point, the client is connected to Earth and she's seeing the ascension. She's seeing that future timeline almost of the potentiality of what Mother Earth can achieve. What's the best way for us to help her now? What's the best way to help her so she can connect to this pure light? I see a staff, a light that keeps going into the earth and spreading light. There's some other path of light down. Lightning strikes, but it's not lightning. I don't understand what I'm seeing. Explain it, please explain it. Ah, there's another path of light through a cord. The light down our spine. When that is clear, the light down our spine, it's part of the cleaning and the purity. So she's talking about humans now, and she's saying that what we can do to help Mother Gaia basically is to clean and clear ourselves and to get ourselves as pure conduits of light. And if you can clean and clear your energy so that you've got that Kundalini highway of light that's traveling from the root up to the crown, and then you've obviously got an open heart chakra, which is this interior chest light, then that is going to help her anchor the light on the surface. So she continues, there's the chest light, which is an interior light, but there is help from a light from above, which comes down a cord and into the earth. As you stomp that light in through you, it comes in like a lightning bolt. There's multiple paths for the light to come in. People do it in different ways. It can come in from inside by ignoring the light above the artificial light. You have to find the other ways in around it. It comes down through the spine or through the heart and the crystal cavity inside. And the crystals do so much because the light can go through the crystal to clear that within the body which is distorted or misguided. The crystal can help some now because it's gridded in the light. There's another way for light to come in, but I cannot see it. It's not the path that I use, it's the path that others use. So she's talking as the tree. It's something to do with the human palms, a path with the palms. I don't understand it, as it's not something that I utilize. If we can connect with this light within and channel it down to her, Will this help her? Yes, but it has to be with hope. It cannot be with fear or worry. It has to be with faith and hope and knowledge that you are a part of it and you can do it. You have the power to do it. Can the tree let Mother Earth know that we will get the message out to the surface humans that have the eyes to see and the hearts full of love? And we will pass on the message out to everybody that this is what Mother Earth needs. We will do it, and we want her to have hope as we have hope too. And then at this point, as she's connecting into Earth, she starts to really connect even deeper. And it almost feels like she's starting to connect more to source energy and like she's starting to channel. She says, you can brighten the light of others with your eyes. Eyes can activate the heart light in others. Look at it and you can activate it. That light will then be sent down to her. That person doesn't even have to be aware of it. You just have to look at the heart light and activate it. It's in the sight, the power of the sight. Your vision of seeing the light activates the light. We want to make sure that all of the light workers on the surface will hear that knowledge, and we want to thank this beautiful tree today for allowing us to understand how they feel, and through connecting down through their root system, so we can then understand how Mother Earth feels. This will help us awakened humans on the surface to help her. So we're sending love both to the tree and to our beautiful Mother Earth. She is our home, and we are here to support her in any way that we can. Is there any final message that either Earth or the tree would like to pass on today? Thank you. I just keep hearing, but I'm just a little tree. You are mighty in what you have enabled us to do today, and what you have done today is incredibly important. But I'm just a little tree with mighty roots. Keep looking after those roots and connecting into Mother Earth and supporting her. Times will change. The energy on the planet will shift, and it will not always feel like it feels currently. Hang in there. So I'm literally talking to a tree about holding on and keeping its energy lower down so that it can weather this period of time that we're in. And then, as a final piece of information that comes through, she says, it's all about the water. Stand under a waterfall. It hits right on the spot on the head, which is the opening, and it clears that connection so the true light can come in. It's got to be in the top of the head. This is one of the pathways for the true light to come down into Mother Earth. Thank you for all the information that you have given us today. We will make sure that the people on the planet will hear it, sending our final thanks to the tree and to our beautiful Mother Earth. And so I wanted to share that with you guys because I think it's important that everybody knows that from the perspective of the trees and the plants, They have noticed that there is something technological in the sky that is in front of the sun that's not natural, it's not normal, it's harming them, it's hurting them. Many plants that focus the majority of what they are above the surface are dying. They cannot sustain themselves. It's only the plants that have a lot of what they are, big long roots that go underneath the surface of the planet, that are managing to weather the conditions presently. And that's only because they are retracting their energy from the leaves at the top. They're pulling it down into the roots. And, I did ask the tree that question, but what do you think is going to happen over time if all of the trees cannot keep their energy up in their leaves? They have to move it down to their roots. What do you think will happen over time? What I believe will happen is more and more trees will become diseased. They will not be able to produce as many leaves or sustain as many leaves. They'll not be able to produce their photosynthesis processes, which means they will not produce enough oxygen, which means there will not be enough oxygen on the planet to sustain the amount of humans that we have, which means that carbon dioxide will come out of balance. It's a very, very intricate balance ecosystem. And when one thing is changed, it affects everything. So the changes that are occurring in the sun for the cycle that we're in is normal. The sun has actually dimmed. Our sun has dimmed in response to the second sun returning. But obviously, if we were to see that, then the powers that be would have to explain why the sun has dimmed, and they don't want to do that because they're wanting to plug us into an AI timeline that doesn't require the organic sun, that is powered with the artificial sun that's up there already. So the artificial sun covering our sun is stopping people from asking those questions. It's also stopping people from seeing the different things in the sky that are there to be seen. We're living in unprecedented times in terms of what we have seen and experienced. Now, if you haven't come across my video series, What on Earth, I discuss much of this, what's occurring in that series. So please do check out that series. And I explain all about the returning binary sun and the orbitals that are around that and what that means for our planet when it arrives. But we've heard straight from the horse's mouth there, which is Mother Earth herself, that the conditions on the surface of the planet are too hot. It is burning the trees, it is burning the plants and killing the plants, making the plants sick that have much of their energy above the surface. The waters are being poisoned. And so, with poisoned waters and poisoned air, the only way she can try and heal herself is to cause floods by pushing some of her water that's from beneath the surface up. And you'll hear many people say these floods that are happening all over the planet now, the water comes from nowhere. It's almost like it comes from underground. It's because it is. She's attempting to cool herself and to cleanse her skin by pushing water from below up. But as she does that, the stores of clean, pure water that she has below the planet are going to become depleted. And that's why she's getting sad, because she knows she cannot continue to do that. Because if she does, all of her water will become poisoned. There's other ways that she can clean herself. Mud floods, many of you will have heard of those. Sometimes she will create mud floods that will cool the surface of the planet. Conversely, sometimes she will release magma because that does burn away some of the sickness, some of the toxicity, and it allows life to regrow in the places that have been affected by the lava. But it's a very intricate and very fine balance, and that's what she was trying to explain there, that there's only so much she can do. And if that technological light still stays up in the sky, continuing to burn the surface of her body, at a certain point, she's got a choice to make. She's going to have to do something very drastic to make it stop, because otherwise everything will die. Everything will die. Okay. Well, on that happy, cheerful note, um, I will leave you with that to ponder upon. But the next time you look at and question why there's so many earthquakes happening all over the planet right now, why all of the ring of fire seems to be activated, why all the volcanoes are up, why volcanoes are up underneath the sea, why many species of fish are being seen that normally live at the bottom of the ocean, they're coming to the surface and nobody knows why so many of the trees are dying, why nobody's gardens are flourishing this year, then that session that I've just shared with you now, from the horse's mouth, from Mother Earth herself, gives you the information why. It's due to the artificial sun, the burning, and also the sickness, the chemicals that's been sprayed in the sky, and those chemicals are being sprayed to deflect back the codes that are being released from our real sun, which is still there. And those codes are being released because we are supposed to be evolving. That is what is supposed to be occurring now. We are supposed to be evolving in our consciousness, in our attitudes, in our energy, in our minds, in our bodies, the way we connect with each other, the way we connect with the planet. We're supposed to be getting ready for a quantum leap. And the powers that be that control this planet are trying everything within their power to stop that from occurring. And if you want to know why that is, and you've not come across me before, please continue to go through the videos on YouTube and watch the series What on Earth, because that series will explain to you exactly what's occurring. I hope you've enjoyed this today. If you are a quantum healer of any kind, or a hypnotherapist, or a healer, or just somebody that isn't trained in any healing modality, and you do want to know more, and you want to come and train with me, please go to www.schofficial.com. SCHH stands for Soul Center Healing Hypnosis. That is my hypnotherapy modality. That's what I teach. I'm also a psychotherapist and an internal family systems practitioner, IFS practitioner. So I blend pure IFS at the front end of my sessions with clients who need it, that have got complex trauma, childhood trauma. I use IFS in conjunction with SCHH in order to remove entities from clients' fields. So if you are an IFS practitioner and you want to understand more about unattached burdens. Entities are referred to as unattached burdens in the IFS modality. And I know that Robert Falconer will do some teaching in regards to that for the IFS community. But if you want to learn more, if you want to learn deeper in regards to what entities or unattached burdens are and how they get into your clients and how you can remove them, please do come and sign up with me, and I will teach you everything that you need to know in order to remove unattached burdens or entities from your clients whilst you're also using the IFS modality. So learn the knowledge from me, from SEHH, and then you can combine that with IFS in order that your clients are having their entities safely removed, in order that you are safe, and in order that your clients are not going to get those entities or any other entities coming back after the session is over. So the next time I see you guys, it will be for part 5 of What on Earth. And until the next time I see you guys, make sure you keep vibrating high. Lots and lots of love to all. See you again soon. Bye bye.